Good morning, everyone. Arjun here, aka Golf Clash Kane. This is the complete walkthrough of the final round of the Deep Sea 9-hole Cup played in Expert Division using low-level clubs and free-to-play balls. I have used a Ryder Cup ball on hole 5 as I feel it is a very good opportunity for reaching the green or near the green for an easy eagle. And the Ryder Cup ball is free to play as well because it was awarded in the Whistling Straight Golden Shot we had a few weeks ago. So I'm assuming you guys would have won at least a few, if not a few, at least a one ball. Also, in consideration of the comments feedback I received in my qualifying round walkthrough video, I have silenced the game sound on this video and for future uploads as well. So this video will make my voice even more clearer. As you can see from my scorecard, I eagled every par 4 and par 5. I also have alternative approaches on some holes with some minor changes. You can also drop par 3s, and I believe hole 7 par 3 is a very good opportunity for a hole in one. Furthermore, please be advised that this is based on low level clubs like EM6, QB8, Hornet 5, Goliath 6, EB3, Sniper 8, and Big Dog level 6. Based on the club level you are using, you will need to make appropriate tweaks to your shots. Now, without any further delay, let's start with hole number 1. Hole 1, par 4. Here, this time I went from the right side, and the reason being for the second shot, we will have a straight tailwind towards the pin. Using a Titan ball and my extra mile level 6. 4.5 bars of topspin and 1 left spin. I stretch my target out to max to see how many rings I will need to push up after my adjustment. And you want to be more on the left side rather than the right side so it makes the second shot easier. Adjustment for the drive, max plus 10%, and I was needing to push 3 rings, so I push my 3 rings up. Then just center the ball and try to hit perfect. With a perfect ball, you will see we will make a very good distance. The target yardage would be 385 to 392 to 395 yards. For shot number 2, we'll be playing with a club we'll be playing with a short iron which has good backspin, accuracy, and ball guideline. In my case, Hornet level 5. Using appropriate spins, which would vary based on your club level, keeping the bounce just before the pin as I do not have a fully developed ball guideline. I played this shot 20% at max. See, we adjust our rings. 20% at max, centered the ball and try to hit perfect. Perfect ball, and we will start off the weekend round with a sweet eagle. Moving on to hole 2, par 3. This shot I'm playing with my Goliath level 6 and a Titan ball. Elevation for this shot is maximum distance plus 20%. Now, using 1 bar of right spin and half a bar of top spin, notice the second bounce. The second bounce is at the intersection of the dark and the light green column right there. Just right there. And you would want to push your rings instead to pull because, like you just said, I went over the hill there. Once again, elevation is maximum distance plus 20%. Center the ball, hit perfect. And you will see we will come in a little hot. So all you need to do is just tweak your topspin a little by 0.2 to 0.1 bars, and you will have a good chance for a hole in one on hole 2. Hole 3, par 5. Here we have a cross tailwind. I'm playing with my extra mile level 6 and a Titan ball. Make sure you have the power wood club bag, which would be either the Big Dog or the Cataclysm. For the drive, I'm using 3.5 bar or topspin. I keep my ball guideline right of the bunker, like half of yellow ring right of the bunker. Adjusting this one for max plus 10%, and then I push up 2 yards. The reason why I push up 2 yards is to meet extra mile 8 power of 236 yards. Extra mile level 6 is at 234 yards. So just keep that in mind that you need to push or you need not push up anything. The target yardage on the drive will be 350 yards and above. .357, very good drive there. Following up on the drive, playing with my big dog level 6. The only thing I use here is the right side spin. I do not use any backspin or top spin. You will see I play around with the top and the backspin, but then eventually I will settle only with the right spin. Elevation on second shot is minus 10% at max. So make sure you do not do plus. It's always negative because we are going from lower to a higher point. So it's negative. And once I adjust, I push up half a ring because like I mentioned, we are going from a higher to a lower point. No need of any OP, curl whatsoever, just try to hit perfect and you will see we'll be nicely on the green for a very safe putt for an eagle. Hole 4, par 3. Here I'm going to play with my Goliath level 6 and a Titan ball. Going to use 2 right spin and 1.5 backspin. And very important here is to notice the third bounce. See, third bounce is at the left side of the dark green column, right to the pin. So that is the only position that you will need to tweak because adjustment was correct, the spins were correct. I played this one max plus 20%. And with Goliath, due to crap accuracy, you need to make sure that you hit perfect. You hit a great left, great right, you will not get a hole in one. So always hit perfect. See, nice perfect ball. We will come in with a very nice speed, only missing towards the left. So change your third bounce and you will have a good chance for a hole in one. Before we move on to hole 5, please note that I have my PayPal link in the description box. If you feel I'm doing a good job with the walkthrough and helping you in any other way, please feel free to support my channel and my effort and my time that I put into making this walkthrough for you guys. Now, hole 5, par 4. Red ring by the rough at plus 5 yard mark using the quarterback 8. Full toss spin, full right spin. Adjusting this one for max plus 10%. Half ball right curl, try to hit perfect. We are looking for a yardage somewhere around 320 yards. .318, which is perfect. Now for the approach shot, I played this one 92% slider, which was little extra. So you will need to tweak the slider there. I played this one 92% slider and 10% elevation, keeping the ball guideline through the hole every single time. You will see that we come in close, half of the yellow ring inside the rough at plus 1 yard mark. Speed was correct, everything was nice, only you will need to tweak the slider. I played with 92%, which was a little extra, so maybe play like 85% slider or 80% slider. See, we hit perfect, we come in very close. So change the slider and you will have a good chance if you are trying to approach it the safer way. Coming now is the send it option with a power 4 ball. Now, like I mentioned during the intro, I have used the Ryder Cup ball for this hole, NMT, about 7 bars of toss spin. So that is 4.5 there and 2.5 on the toss spin boost and 1 bar of right side spin, NMT position. Now for a driver, any driver below 240 yards of power, you will push up to max. elevation max plus 10%, sorry about that. Max plus 10% and you push it to max. And with a 240-yard driver, you push it to plus 20-yard mark. Max OP, and you try to hit perfect. With a perfect ball, you will see will either be in the rough, second bounce directly in the rough and roll out, or we'll be in the green and roll out for a very safe putt wedge for an eagle. Hole 6 par 5. Here I would highly recommend playing with a club which has the most top spin, which would be either the big topper 4, 5, 6, 7, like big topper 4 plus, or Thor's hammer 5 plus, or maybe even Epoch 5 plus. Because the more yardage you gain on the drive, the better will be the second shot. Now, using max top spin, using a kingmaker ball, adjusting for max plus 20%, and then I push my target to max. You will see that even after pushing to max, we have plenty of room. So you can gamble with the overpower, but I wouldn't recommend because we have a supporting tailwind. So try to leverage that. You hit perfect, and if you apply OP, you will be like 450 yards, but I just played a regular shot, so I was around like 415 to 420 yards. Now for the approach shot, I'm using all the left spin, that is 3 bars on the kingmaker, all the left spin and backspin possible, keeping my ball guide line through the hole. Elevation for this shot, I played medium distance plus 20%, which is approximately 1 to 1. Now you will notice that when I take my shot, I was planning to use some amount of left curl, but then I refrained and just played it a regular shot. So you can use and you need to use somewhat left curl. See, first I go with a little left and then I come straight. So you need to use some left curl here so that the ball pushes more to the left. You see, we come to the right. So that curl would have gotten us even closer for an albatross. Hole 7 par 3, like I mentioned in the intro, this is a very good opportunity for a hole-in-one. Without any spins, blue ring by the rough on the top and ball guide line going through the hole. And you start with a navigator ball so that the spins are easier to find. 1 bar of left spin and 1.5 backspin. And then you switch to a kingmaker. See, 1 back, 1.5, sorry, 1 left, 1.5 back. Once you have the spins, you switch to a kingmaker and then you adjust for maximum distance plus 15%. Now you will see that compared to hole 6, here I use some curl which was not needed. So just play it straight. Do not use any curl whatsoever. I use baby left curl and you will see that we missed this one to the left. Do not use any curl in the practice arena. Try it straight and you might get lucky and get a hole-in-one. Hole 8 par 4, here we have ascended tailwind using the berserker ball and my extra mile level 6. 4.5 bars of toss spin and half a bar of left spin. You see I stretch my target to max with yellow ring by the rough on left, as you see there at plus 30 yard mark. Then I adjust for max plus 10% and push it to max. You will see that this drive I hit a great left, but I was still lucky. Try to hit perfect, and our aim is to get onto that pad for the wedge shot. You see I hit a great left, but I was lucky there. Hit perfect, and you will roll down through the rough onto this pad. Now the second shot will be played with your wedge, which would be the rapier or end bringer. I highly recommend going with the end bringer. First I checked my club and I played this one medium distance plus 25%, ball guide line on the right side of the pin because you have a wind push from right to left. So yeah, just keep the ball guide line on the right side of the pin, adjust medium distance plus 25%. I'm using EB3. as you can see on the video. Center the ball and hit perfect. I have baby right curl, which was unintentional. So always center the ball. And sweet eagle. Final hole, hole 9 par 5. Here I'm not going to go bananas for the reasons being A, I do not have the clubs to go bananas. Second, it is a very risky approach. The rocks might just push you into the bunker or over, or they might push you into the water. So going with a safer approach here. Red ring, half of the red ring inside the rough on left at +4 yard mark using quarterback level 8. 2 bars of toss spin, 2 bars of right side spin. And here I pulled 1201. Make sure you do not have any 1201 whatsoever. See, triangle right curl. The only thing that saved me was here a great left, because 1201 with a bad shot will push you into the rough and it's pretty much game over for the eagle. Target yard is 305 to 310 yards. Second shot will be played with our power wood club. 5 bars of top spin and 2 bars of right side spin. Then you stretch out your target to max. Make sure your ball guideline is in the fairway, sweetly in the fairway right there. Adjustment max plus 10%, and we do not push anything to max because now we are going to apply max OP with the slow needle. Hit perfect, and you will be on the green for a very safe putt on this hole. People will try to attempt the albatross, and most likely they will lose up the eagle in attempt for albatross. So be smart, play safe, and get the eagle on hole 9.